Terrorists kidnap 87 in fresh Kaduna attack. Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and the Non-Academic Staff Union begin nationwide strike. Early morning fire destroys motorcycles in Sokoto Market. On the international scene, Vladimir Putin wins fifth term in office as condemnations and congratulatory messages trail election outcome. Hello and welcome to the news update at this hour on Trust Television. I am Aisha Salihu. Joining us and now the news in full. We'll begin with a security update where terrorists on Sunday night kidnapped 87 people after launching a fresh attack on the Kajuru Station community in Kajuru local government area of Kaduna State. A member of the Kajuru Station youth, Harisu Dari, confirmed the incident on Monday in Kaduna. Harisu said the terrorists also broke into some shops and stole food items and other valuables. He said they invaded the village around 10 p.m. The attack came barely 2 days after 15 women and a man were abducted in the Dogon Noma community of the same local government area. Kajuru and Chikun local governments had in the past 2 weeks become the hotbed of kidnapping, causing tension in the state. And now joining us at this time, we have Ibrahim Yaba, who is Daily Trust correspondent, Kaduna Bureau, to give us an update on the situation. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you hear me?
Yes, hello? Yes.
Now, very quickly, I'd like to start you off with, these attacks have become increasingly frequent in Kajuru locations. What do we know about this particular attack?
Hello. Thank you very much. The incident happened at the that was late last night on Sunday, according to the community leader. The incident happened around 10:30 p.m. at Plantation and Abuja village under Putins district of Kaduna local government area of Kaduna State, where the bandits were sexual in large number and invaded the community and abducted 86 villagers comprising of women, housewives, male and youth residing in that community. And since the incident happened, we understand that most of the villagers are fleeing the community to neighboring safer communities for fear of the unknown. Because presently, as we are talking, there was no information about the whereabouts of those abducted in the community, and the people were said to be afraid. They don't even know which community will be the next target for the suspected bandits who have been terrorizing the community throughout this week.
Thank you so much for that response, Ibrahim. I was going to ask you the general mood of the people across the volatile region until you mentioned the villagers are fleeing the community. But apart from them fleeing the community and the fear, what else is the general mood in the area?
Well, actually, there is tension in the community because I just spoke with one of the community leaders who confirmed to me that there was tension. The people don't even know what is happening, and they don't know where to take their complaint to, because since the incidence of this series of abduction within the week in the area, the only thing they hear from the security agencies or the government is that they are doing their best, but yet the people are not feeling safe. Yet the people are complaining that they don't even know where to run to. This is the mood presently in the community. The people are expecting a Messiah to appear, maybe by even though the government, like I said earlier, I spoke with the police public relations officer, ASP, Mansur Hassan, who confirmed the incident but said that they are still yet not to acquire the accurate number of people abducted due to poor network in the area. But he confirmed that yes, there was an incident, and yet the police command have deployed special squad to the community to protect and also to see the possibility of rescuing those abducted. But presently, the people are confused. They don't even know where to go, and they don't know what is happening, because even yesterday, about 14 people were kidnapped. The day before, about 7 females one person was killed in the same local government, so the people don't even know what is happening. But the security agencies are always assuring them that they are doing their best to protect life and property, not only in the community but also across the state.
Thank you so much, Mohammed Ibrahim Yaba. We do hope to reconnect with you in subsequent bulletin to get further update on the matter. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Moving on to more stories. The Institute for Peace and Conflict Resolution has strongly condemned the tragic killing of 16 soldiers during a communal clash in Delta State. The mutilated bodies of the soldiers were discovered by the Joint Task Force led by Major General Jamal Abdul Salam at the Okwama community. The casualties included a commanding officer, 2 majors, 1 captain, 12 soldiers, and one civilian, all of whom lost their lives in the ambush on Thursday, March 14, 2024. The conflict stemmed from a long-standing communal land dispute between neighboring communities, which escalated following the ambush on 3 Okwama youth by youth from Okoloba on January 27, 2024. Away from security matters and now to labor matters, the University of Abuja chapter of the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Associated Institutions voiced their discontent with the federal government's alleged continuous disregard for issues bothering on the unions. At the commencement of a 7-day warning strike, as directed by the national body, the unions are demanding that the federal government should address issues raised in various agreements between them and the government. Trustee Habibat Ajayi has more.
The leadership of SANU and NASU at the University of Abuja commenced a 7-day warning strike on Monday, March 18th, following through on their earlier threats and ultimatum to the Nigerian government. Their grievances include the non-payment of withheld salaries, the need for a review of the Union 2009 Act, and other pressing issues. Students at the university expressed their concern, who are at the receiving end of the strike, voiced their concerns as academic activities grind to a halt.
Normally, there is no free flow of activities in the school. Well, for instance, those of us that are coming from many campus, the shuttles were a little dark and a bit harder for us because we are unable to reach the permanent site on time because of this. And they are even dropping us at the gate, and it is a long distance that you take you from the gate to the main lecture halls in this class. And there are a lot of information about some lectures that have been cancelled. Though the information was not official, but some lectures are not even holding. So some lectures are not even in school.
The schools are not taking place. The one the non-academic staffs are in charge of, nothing is actually functioning well.
Students, University of Abuja, SANU and NASU officials reiterated the importance of their roles in ensuring the smooth operation of universities and called on the federal government to address their needs promptly, urging the government to recognize their contributions to the education sector.
In 2022, we embarked on a strike based on these issues, and other matters, and our salaries were suspended or were withheld for 4 months. This current administration, led by tinubu, graciously approved and agreed that our 4 months with salaries be paid to us in October 2023. 5 months down the line, our counterparts in ASU have been paid, while the non-teaching staff in the university has been treated with disdain and ignominy. We are not paid, despite the directive of Mr. President. And we felt this is a disregard to a presidential directive and is also aimed at undermining the industrial harmony we've enjoyed in Nigerian University since August 2022.
This is not because we want to come on the streets. If our demands are attended to, there will be no need to be here. But we have, and to make you know that the JAC of NASU and SANU are peaceful and law-abiding citizens, we held a memorandum of understanding, memorandum of action, memorandum of implementation, and we still have memorandum of nothing has come. So whose faults are we seeing? Are we being insensitive here? The answer is no. We want them to know that we are also important and they should take our demands serious.
Despite acknowledging the disruption caused by the strike, the unions emphasized the need for an urgent response from the government to their demands, highlighting the necessity of fair treatment and recognition for their vital role in the education sector. Habibat Ajayi, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Sanu and NASU staff members at the University of Abuja there. Now, away from that, the 3-month suspension imposed on Senator Abdul Ningi due to allegations of 3.7 trillion naira budget pardon for the 2024 budget may undergo review, according to sources familiar with the matter. The Senate, led by Senate President Godswill Akpabio, had suspended the Bauchi lawmaker amidst the controversy surrounding the allegations. Initially, a member of the Appropriation Committee in the Senate, Jimo Ibrahim, moved a motion for Ningi's suspension for 12 months over accusations of criminal misinformation and breach of peace in the National Assembly and the country at large. However, sources close to the Senate leadership informed the Daily Trust that the allegations of budget pardon were perceived as an attempt to tarnish the image of the National Assembly and divert attention from pressing issues. One source mentioned that the issue leading to Ningi's suspension is currently being resolved amicably. They suggested that the suspended senator might be reinstated if he publicly apologizes to the Senate. Amidst calls for the Senate to reconsider its decision, tensions within the Senate remain low. Pressure has been mounting on the Senate to reconsider its decision, which some quarters perceive as unfair. The former presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 elections, Peter Obi, has called for a comprehensive review of the 2024 budget, expressing serious concerns about the nation's escalating security challenges, widespread poverty, food insecurity, and deteriorating infrastructure. In a statement released on Monday through his spokesperson, Obi emphasized the need for urgent action amidst the controversies surrounding the current budget and its resource allocations. He highlighted the importance of both the executive and legislative branches swiftly initiating a review of the budget, given the early stage of its implementation. Obi stressed the necessity of reallocating resources to critical areas, urging for immediate deployment of funds to address pressing issues. He underscored the significance of adequately funding vital sectors such as security, poverty alleviation, food security, and power supply to effectively tackle the challenges facing the nation. The All Progressive Congress has selected Dennis Idahosa as its deputy governorship candidate in the September 21 Edo governorship election. Idahosa will serve as a running mate for the APC candidate in the state, Senator Monday Okwebolo. Idahosa was one of the aspirants who vied for the APC ticket for the Edo governorship election during the party primaries, but lost to Okwebolo, who eventually emerged as the party's flag bearer for the November 21, 2024 election. Idahosa will take the place of Honorable Omorege Ogbede Ihama, who was named by the governorship candidate last week as his running mate. Still in politics, Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has come under criticism from the All Progressive Congress for allegedly spending 1 billion naira on refurbishing the government house. Governor Adeleke recently inaugurated the newly rehabilitated government house in Osogbo, with several officials and dignitaries present for the inspection of the facilities. According to a statement by Adeleke's spokesperson, Olawale Rashid, the rehabilitation project encompassed various aspects, including the main house, the completion of an abandoned multi-bedroom guest house, remodeling of structures, and a facelift for the entire government house. In response, the APC, through its state chairman, Kola Olabisi, criticized the inauguration, labeling it a misplaced priority. Olabisi expressed dismay that Governor Adeleke would allocate such a substantial amount for the refurbishment of the government house, particularly during a period of austerity. He emphasized the irony of the situation, highlighting Osun State's unfortunate distinction as the corporate headquarters of poverty in Yoruba land. The Sokoto Central Market has been engulfed in flames, with the motorcycle section of the market being particularly affected. According to an eyewitness, the fire began early in the morning, although its cause remains unknown as at this time. Another source suggested that the fire at the Sokoto Central Market originated from a dump site near the motorcycle section. Shehu Mohammed, the chairman of the Motorcycles Marketers Association, expressed difficulty in estimating the number of motorcycles destroyed by the fire due to its intensity. The Kaduna State Police Command has announced the planned release of motorcycles seized in Kaduna State between 2020 and 2021 to owners who are able to provide proof of ownership. The Police Public Relations Officer, Kaduna State Police Command ASP Mansur Hassan, announced this in a statement in Kaduna on Sunday. He said the Kaduna State Police Command wishes to inform the general public regarding the retrieval process for motorcycles seized or confiscated by the police from the period of the COVID-19 lockdown to the 2021 Motorcycle Disbandment Initiative in Kaduna State. He added that owners who are certain that their motorcycles were seized during this time frame are advised to visit the Operation Yaki office with all necessary documents to facilitate the release of their property. You're watching the news update on Trust Television. Still ahead. Bauchi ice block sellers decry poor power supply despite high demand. We'll bring you insights and details of this story and more after the break. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. But if you're just joining us, this is the news update on Trust Television. Now let's take a look at a recap of some of our top stories. We told you that terrorists kidnapped 87 in fresh Kaduna attack. Plus, Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and the Non-Academic Staff Union began nationwide strike. And now moving on to more stories. Palm tree planting is being hailed as a hidden treasure yet to be fully explored by many farmers. In Benue State, there is a notable transition from citrus plantation to palm tree cultivation due to its numerous economic advantages. The shift is driven by the realization of the significant economic viability and benefits associated with palm trees. As farmers delve into palm tree cultivation, they are discovering its potential to generate higher returns and contribute to sustainable agricultural development in the region. Jimmy Azande reports.
Residents of Benue State are recognizing the untapped economic potential of palm trees amidst the abundance of fruits and tubers in the region. Unlike citrus, which often goes to waste due to its perishable nature and limited economic value chain, palm trees offer a variety of products that farmers are just beginning to explore. The diverse range of products derived from palm trees presents an opportunity for increased economic viability and reduced waste in agricultural practices. As farmers go deeper into the economic value chain of palm trees, they are set to unlock new opportunities for sustainable growth and prosperity in the region.
We farmers, we have a lot of things we benefit. But on orange, like palm tree, we get red oil, we make use of brooms, and like palm wine, brother. So for me, I prefer the palm tree than oranges. So how can you sell the bag of orange 1,500 naira? But only a cup of red oil is around 350 naira. So if you check very well, I think this palm tree is better than the orange.
Palm tree is very, very important to plant, because if you plant palm tree, number one thing you start to gain from palm tree is that it will produce shadows in the house. Then number two, after it will produce the shadows, then from there it will still produce you still use the nut to mix for concrete, especially people who are doing building, is more than gravel. When you use a nut, you can even mix with cement. Then you can build your house very solid.
Farmers in Benue State are urging Nigerians to invest in palm trees, emphasizing its potential to drive the future of Nigeria's economy. Recognizing the multiple of economic benefits associated with palm tree cultivation, they believe that investing in this sector will not only yield profitable returns, but also contribute to the overall growth and development of the country.
Advise people to plant palm tree because of the economic benefit that are inside. There are too many. We as a local man, we can plant it as a source of palm oil, but going further, we discover that there are a lot of resources to tap in.
The earlier government has integrated palm tree plantation into its agricultural policies in Benue State, recognizing its potential for economic growth and sustainability. Palm tree farmers say the cultivation and production process yield significant gains with minimal losses compared to other farm produce in the state. This shows the importance of palm tree cultivation as a viable and resilient agricultural endeavor that aligns with the government's vision for agricultural development and economic prosperity in the state. Jimmy Azande, Trust TV News, Makurdi.
Ice block sellers in Bauchi State are calling for government's intervention in the improvement of electricity supply as they are unable to meet the growing demand from customers due to the Ramadan fast and heat season. The epileptic power supply means supply shortages are increasing by the day, with both consumers and sellers feeling frustrated. Here is Adamu Imam with a situation report.
Ice block patronage within Bauchi metropolis and transporting the product to neighboring communities has become a seasonal occupation, especially this time of the year, due to the heat wave and Ramadan fast. A business mostly pursued by youths across the state, the current heat wave and the ongoing Ramadan fast means the demand is at all-time high. The lingering power shortage, however, has been largely responsible for the challenges these young business owners continue to face.
The business is going, but it's not going smoothly. The business is going, is fluctuation. It's going up, it's going down, like that, you know. This cost of the naira, the rest of the dollar is for everyone. It's not for only the one that's selling flour or rice or something like that. It's for everybody. Before we are selling this very ice block, 100 naira per each pieces. Today we are selling it 250 naira, 300.
We are appealing to the government regarding the issue of power supply. Our business is facing serious problems, resulting in a scarcity of ice blocks, especially during the month of Ramadan. I have traveled all the way from Bura in Ningi local government area, almost 200 kilometers, just to buy ice blocks, but I couldn't find any. We used to travel long distance to get the product, but it is now very scarce in Kano, Jigawa, and even here in Bauchi. There is a significant challenge. Maman Fati and Adamu Shuara share their experiences in the business while encouraging stakeholders to uplift the youths out of poverty and unemployment using small and medium business skills.
If women can join this business, it will be good. Apart from ice block business, they can also thrive through local juice and help the family. Having a business will also make women to be respected, because if you're busy and make money for yourself, there will be peace in the house.
Cost anything to have the price is over. Ice block now, only one is 300 naira, is 200 naira, is 350 for you own. When you are going to take it from here to your house, where you will pay motor service, motor fee, and how much are you going to sell it? If you say 350 or 450, many people see it's too cost. How can you do?
The gaps and challenges in the power sector in Nigeria continue to hamper the productivity of small business like ice block production, which in turn affects the viability of the business despite the current high demand. Adam Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
We'll take it away from Nigeria now. Russia's allies wasted no time in congratulating President Vladimir Putin on his recent election victory, while Western leaders condemned the vote as illegal. Results released on Sunday revealed that Putin secured a historic post-Soviet landslide in Russia's presidential election, capturing 87.8% of the vote. This victory paves the way for Putin, aged 71, to begin his fifth presidential term with a previous stint as prime minister in between. If he completes his next 6-year term, he will surpass Joseph Stalin as Russia's longest-serving leader in over 2 centuries. Dmitry Medvedev, who served as president from 2008 to 2012 and is currently the deputy chairman of the Security Council, expressed his support for Putin even before the final results were announced. This sentiment was echoed by several other allies, with the president of the European Council, Charles Michel, also congratulating Putin on his resounding victory just prior to the opening of voting booths. However, Western leaders criticized the election, denouncing it as illegitimate. You're up to speed with the latest news stories, and with that, we've come to the end of the news update at this hour. But remember, you can always follow us across all of our social media platforms and also join our YouTube live stream for more news, programs, and documentary. I'm Aisha Salihu. Thank you so much for your time. Join us again.